Hey there, and welcome to another TalentCards walkthrough. Whether you're managing a small group of employees or a large organization with thousands of learners, the Teams functionality in TalentCards makes it easy to replicate your company's structure and manage your people efficiently. Think of Teams as an additional level of segmentation under the group level in your portal. Teams allow you to categorize users based on common characteristics and then assign team card sets and view team analytics. Let's create a team together. Log into your TalentCards portal, expand the left side menu, click Manage Teams, and then click the Create Team button. There are two types of teams you can create in TalentCards. The first is a static team, where you manually select the learners from your users list who should be added to this new team. Since you have handpicked them, you must then maintain this team by manually adding or removing learners from the list as needed. To create a static team, click the Static option, select the learners that should be added to this team, and then click Save. Give your new team a name, and fill in a description for this team if needed. Now let's create a dynamic team. Dynamic teams automatically add learners based on specified criteria, unlike static teams which require manual selection. Learners meeting the criteria are automatically added, and if they no longer meet the criteria in the future, they are automatically removed. To create a dynamic team, click Dynamic, and begin by adding the criteria that the learner should match in order to be added to this team. For example, you might specify that the learner's email must contain your company domain to belong to this team, effectively excluding people who are registered with personal emails. You might add the criteria that the learner must have completed a specific card set that was part of their onboarding. Or, you may have created custom attributes in your portal. If so, those attributes appear in this drop-down as well. For example, you might select the attribute Department and then specify that the value for department should be one of Equipment or Facility. If you need to delete any of the criteria you've added, click the X button. By default, learners must meet all specified criteria to join this team. If you prefer, switch from all to any to include learners who meet any of the criteria. Below the criteria section, you will see a preview of the learners who currently match your specified rules and will be added to the team once you've finished creating it. When you're done setting your criteria, click Save. Give your team a name and fill in a description if you like. Once you've created your team, it will appear in the Manage Teams section of your portal. From this screen, you can see all your created teams and edit or delete them as needed. Static teams can be edited to add or remove users manually. Dynamic teams can be edited to adjust the criteria that filter users in or out. You can also update your team names and descriptions at any time by navigating to the Settings section. Finally, you can see all of the learners who belong to your team at any given moment and the card sets that have been assigned to this team specifically. Once you've created your new team, go ahead and navigate to the Users tab in your portal. Here you will see that next to your group name, a Teams dropdown will have appeared. By selecting your new team, your users table will bring up only the users who belong to this team. As you add new users to your TalentCards portal who match the criteria you've set for your dynamic teams, they will be automatically added to the relevant teams. Now let's discuss how you can assign specific card sets to specific teams. Navigate to the Card Sets tab in your portal, hover over one of your card sets, and click Edit Content. Switch from the Set Editor section to the Set Details section. Scroll down to the Assign section. By default, every new card set you create in your portal is assigned to all learners in the group. To change this, deselect the setting Set is assigned to all users, and then go ahead and select the teams that this card set should be assigned to. When you're done, click Save Changes. You can also mass assign more than one card set to a specific team. Navigate to the Card Set section of your portal and switch from Grid View to List View. Select the relevant sets from the list and click the Mass Actions button. Click the Assign button, deselect the Set is assigned to all users setting, and then select the teams that these sets should be assigned to. When you're done, click Save Changes. Now when you're in the Card Set section of your portal and you select a specific team, the sets you will see displayed are all of the sets that are assigned to the learners in this team. That includes the sets that are assigned to the overall group and by extension to the team, as well as the sets that are assigned to your specific team. Finally, let's head over to the Analytics tab of your TalentCards portal. By default, this section shows you analytics for all learners belonging to your group. However, you can select a specific team, and the various data points will refresh to display these metrics for the learners belonging to the selected team. Using this functionality, you can compare engagement and performance between your various teams. Have in mind that the same learner can belong to as many teams as you've manually added them to, or whose criteria they meet. Also note that learners themselves are not notified when they've been added or removed from teams in the TalentCards app. Teams are a seamless way for admins to manage card set assignment and reporting. But that's not all. Using teams in TalentCards goes beyond sorting learners and assigning card sets. You can also create team-level admins so that your managers and trainers will only have access to the learners and card sets that they are responsible for. Check out the next walkthrough on how to add and manage admins and custom roles in TalentCards.